we have the final primetime game, Monday Night Football. We have the Detroit Lions, who love piling it up on bad teams, taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is funny because on one hand, the Lions got absolutely trounced on the road by a good team, the Packers.
Yep.
On the other, they just beat up on Ben Johnson and a depleted secondary and whatever that offensive line is in the Bears. I'm not buying, because I had the Lions winning the division, but I'm not buying that the Lions are an elite team this year. I'm just not. I don't think they're one of the top teams. I think they're a solid team. I think the offense is capable of exploding, but I'm going to go with the Ravens on this one. What say you?
Yeah, I like the Ravens in this matchup as well, Jake. I think just watching Lamar, he's too explosive. I mean, he's throwing these passes that are like, whoa, you're just launching it, my guy. But it's some of them are accurate. They make sense. The only question I have is with Derrick Henry and his fumbling issue. The most recent game against the Browns, he fumbled again, Jake. And then remember week 1 against the Bills, he fumbled. And so a lot of times it's great to see him open up and run, that 4-3 or 4-4. He's running the hills, but that ball is loose. And so if I'm the Lions, I'm saying, hey, let's go after that football. I mean, I know he's going to be able to break some runs. He's going to be able to make things happen, but let's go after that football. And I think that was one of the issues that I saw. And of course, when it comes to Lamar Jackson, the Lions have to contain him. I think Aiden Hutchinson is going to have a long day. Myles Garrett has some success. I think he had like a sack or so against Lamar, but he's going to have a long day. And so containing Lamar is going to be the key to that game, but I think that's going to be the game of the week. I'm excited to see what happens. And to be honest, Jake, the Ravens have a lot to bounce back from, man. I mean, I know they beat the Browns, but those are the Browns, my guy. But that loss against the Bills, I think, is still a little sour taste in their mouth. But I still think that they'll come away with the win. I'm going to say for this game, 27-24 Ravens.
Yeah, so Jared Goff in Baltimore, I don't like that at all. The last time he was in Baltimore, he looked terrible. And Baltimore has one of the better defenses. They're going to, create pressure. This could be a big Matabike game once again. It was big last week. It could be this week as well. Odafe away, all those guys, right? I am going to say that the Ravens just assert their dominance and they win this game, and they have this game the whole way. If this was in Detroit, I know they've had, they had the loss, I believe, in Detroit. But like back in the day, it was a close game. I think Justin Tucker hit like a 60-something yard or whatever to win the game. But I'm going to take the Ravens in this one, 38-24. I think they are going to be in control. I think they're the better team. And the last time I saw the Lions on the road, it was not pretty. No one is saying that you can't play at Ford Field. We all know that you're a better team at home. When you go on the road, what happens? We saw, to be fair, they're playing at Lambeau. They're playing against a rival. But, hey, if I didn't like you at Lambeau, I mean, what's going to be the difference, playing in Baltimore? So I have the Ravens, and I just think that Lamar Jackson is just going to have his way with this defense. I'm not a fan of the Lions secondary. I'm actually expecting a huge game out of Zay Flowers. He's actually going to end up being one of the top performers at the end of this show that I have. So I think Zay Flowers goes off.
Yeah. And also, too, I just want to call out Roquan Smith. Yeah, my man had 15 tackles, like a scoop and score against the Browns. So he's flying all around the field. I think he's trying to become Defensive Player of the Year. But Myles Garrett, though, he's had a couple sacks each game. So those two, that was a good matchup. But I think these defenses are going to really show up. And I know you feel a certain way about the Lions defensive backs. So what's number 31's name? Johnson?
Kirby Joseph.
Kirby Joseph. I know he had that hit.
I'm a big fan of, Brian Branch. I think he's fantastic and he's great all around. I don't like the dirty play, but obviously, I'll be honest here. I just don't think, even if I liked Kirby Joseph, even if I liked the Lions, I just don't think they're going to win this game. If they do, then we can start talking about the Lions and just say, you know what? That was just week 1 weirdness, right? We'll just give them that. They come out, they win on Monday Night Football in Baltimore. I'm going to give them a lot of credit. So that's how I see it.